It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Rams and the Steelers, next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got... underway from SoFi Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Man, coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Quick completion here to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Kamara trying again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Ojabo gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40.
Throwing is Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
That's returnable now for Smith. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Well, the Rams had 2 and 14 in what's been a tough year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Stafford on 1st down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1 From back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. On 4th down, Michael Palardy on to punt. Here's Smith to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Back to throw now on 1st down. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Got a man, it's McBride complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. They snap it to Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. From the red zone now, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's good. Complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
TJ Watt, a 7-yard loss, brings up 3rd down.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Now Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Dillon. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Dillon up the middle. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Murray's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dalton Schultz, 30 yards. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well. And it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. L.A. readies for its next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Kamara gets it again on second down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They run it again with Kamara, and he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Murray sets to throw on fourth. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. Kamara up the middle. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more